Hello, welcome back to my channel. I have decided to keep some makeup upstairs. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but it is what it is. I have all of my makeup in a room downstairs. I used to have it in our bedroom, and I was able to kind of make one of our spare bedrooms downstairs into my makeup room. I also film down here, but in order to get ready, I have to come downstairs. So when I'm home by myself with the kids, obviously I can't come downstairs. I can run down for 5 minutes, but I'm not going to sit down here and do makeup. So I decided to put some makeup. One of these has brushes, but my mom's friend gave me this bag. It's from Clinique. I thought it was really cute. It reminds me of like the 80s and 90s. And then my mother-in-law got this off a Temu, little Harry Potter bag. So I decided I could have used my caboodle because I could have put everything in one bag, but I decided to use these for now just so I can get some use out of the bags because they're cute. But I put some like easy makeup. I'm wearing everything on my face today. I got ready upstairs because I found that like curling my hair takes me about 5 minutes, so I can do that in the morning. The kids, my husband is upstairs with them. And then again, I went in for about 10 minutes. They were playing out in the carport. We have a little play area set up. I keep the front door open. I can hear them. And then I bop in and out, and I can get ready if they're playing, because generally in the morning, they're better at being preoccupied than right now where you can hear them. But yeah, if you want to see what's in my makeup bags upstairs, then just keep on watching. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, and yeah, let's jump. I will show you the brushes too, but yes, again, I am wearing everything on my face because I got ready upstairs this morning. My husband had to run some errands. I was supposed to work today. One of our youngest has some sort of stomach flu, so I didn't end up going to work. We got woken up at 3 o'clock this morning, then at 4. Needless to say, did not go to work today, but I still decided I would get ready. I knew I wanted to film something today if I was able to, so I figured I would do my makeup and then I could show you. So the first thing I have in here is my It Girl Beauty book. I got this off of QVC. This is from 2 years ago. I don't know if they even put one out this past year. I know this one is the exact same one from 3 years ago. They just put it in different packaging, which I like the pink one that I ended up with. I've been wanting these for a while. Emily Noel, if you watch her channel, she loves these. She has a few of them, but they're nice because they're all in one. So you have the bronzer and the translucent Bye Bye Pore Setting Powder. You have 3 concealers. I can use this darker one as cream contour, and then these, I can use them on my face. I don't use them under my eyes. I have extremely dry skin, and these are just too stiff. She's able to use them under her eyes and they work fine. I have tried, I've like overly moisturized, and I think they're just like, my skin just doesn't play well under my eyes with these. So again, I can use them like to spot conceal. They work fine for that, and they haven't gotten yucky or weird, even though they're right next to the powder, but I don't use those under my eyes. And then in the middle, you have a blush, 3 lip colors. I have a little bit of this Bliss shade on, and then this bottom one's a highlighter. She talked about this in a video where she felt like the lip product should have been on the bottom and then the highlighter in the middle, so that you're not like 3 creams sandwiched between powders, which I would agree with. But again, they're not too bad. There was a little bit of blush powder in there, but they're not bad. And then you have the eyeshadows, and then this you can use in your brows, you can use as liner, and then this is also a universal brow powder in taupe, which I do have in my eyebrows with a little bit of this Delight shade, this dark brown. So you've got some basic like eyeshadow. There's some shimmers. They're soft, like satiny shimmers, but it's a nice little everyday look. And then the eyelashes I have on are my Eyelure like natural. They're a 3/4 lash. So I've been keeping those upstairs because they're the most natural ones that I own, and they're aside from my accent lashes, and they're easy to pop on. Primer, I talked about this in my haul video. I have my one that's like getting low, the hydrating. This used to say like 12-hour. I don't know if I'm hallucinating that, but like this is my older one. And it doesn't say that anymore, but it does last a really long time. It has a little bit of a tack to it, but it's not anywhere near as sticky as like the e.l.f. or the Milk makeup. So this, I think, works really well with tinted moisturizers and foundation, whereas the e.l.f. ones, both the pink and the green, I think work better, at least for me, because I tend to use foundation brushes instead of a sponge. Those primers work better with like an actual foundation that has a little bit more pigment to it. I do pretty light coverage. I had the Balms. I have their tinted hydrator. I feel like their formula, it looks a little streaky. I really have to work at it with a brush. I've used it. This is the third time using it. When I tried it yesterday, looks a little streaky. I had to work with my foundation brush. I think that's meant to be applied with your fingers. So I switched that out because the whole idea of this is easy. So I went with my Police Perfect and Glow BB cream. It has SPF 30. Again, I can use a brush. I don't have to use very much, like half a squeeze. Like if I were to squeeze a blob out, it'd be like half of a squeeze worth on my face. It's what I have. All this stuff's on my face today. The blush and bronzer are out of the book. I used a little bit of powder out of here, and then I'll show the powder, but I have two of these. Mine's in the shade medium. This one's like half, because I've had this for a while and I've used it a lot. So my one that's already open, my brand new one's down here, but again, this works better. And I will try the balm. Like I said, I think it's meant to be applied with your hands, but I'm not at that point to experiment upstairs yet. For concealers, I had Addison Rae's brand. I forget what her brand was called. Item Beauty. They went out of business. I had that one in here and decided that a stick would probably be an easier way to go for what I'm intending. So I put my Neutrogena, I pulled that concealer out because yesterday was the trial run. And I decided to go with my Neutrogena Hydra Boost. This is a repurchase. I have the shade Light. I think I used to have it in Fair, and that was a little bit too light, so I went up a shade, and it's got a hydrating core, so it's really nice. And you can apply this with a brush. I used the little side on the e.l.f. complexion brush, and then my finger, and then the other two that I put in, because these work. If this, like today, this was not enough because I didn't get hardly any sleep. So I went in with a little bit of the Maybelline eraser, and mine's in 115. This is like the 4th tube I've repurchased of this, and then a little bit of the brightener. So my first time, this is in 160, and it's the brightening shade. First time trying this, but I did this a little bit around my nose, up here, just on top of where I put the stick concealer under my eyes, and then I put a little bit of this brightening just in the inner corner. So I know these play well together, and these can be used on their own. It's a thinner formula. So on a normal day, these would probably be fine, but I needed the extra help today. And again, this can be used on its own too for me. For eyeliners, and I don't know that I'm going to keep this one in here. I might just get a regular black. This is a double-ended, like it's got a liquid on one end, which is why I picked it, and then the stick eyeliner. So I might keep it in here for now, in case I decide like I want an actual eyeliner. This is nice because it has the powders. The only reason I really need any liner on the top is to just help blend the lash band, which this thankfully has a really thin band. But the other thing I put in, this is a Longwear Chubby eyeliner. You can also use it as a shadow stick from Laura Geller. So this is just a dark brown. I have a little bit on the lower lash line with some shadow from Beauty Book, and then a little bit of this on the top. For clear, I needed a clear brow gel. So this is just the ABH one. For the brow pencil, I have the Benefit one in 3.5. So I put some of the pencil, and then I used, like I talked about, the dark brown eyeshadow, and then I just put a little bit of the clear, and I just drew where my eyebrows are. I didn't overdraw like I normally do, because again, we're talking about speed here. For cream products, I had my Alley Oop little trio that I've almost decluttered and put back. I didn't really like the tone of the cream bronzer. I didn't use any cream bronzer today, but I put my little Benefit Holistic, which this one is almost out. I do have another one of these little minis, and then I'm going to be sad because that's the last one unless I can find another one on Poshmark, because Benefit does not make this Quickie Contour anymore. And then I have Benefit's little cream highlighter, Soft Focus, if I decide I want a little bit of cream highlight. I need to get a cream blush in here because I don't have, I think I was gonna get the Milk blush. I think I have it in here. I do, because it's small, just in case I want a cream blush. This is in Work, so it's W-E-R-K. This one is a nice like neutral shade, so like the pinky blush that's in the beauty book is not gonna look weird on top of it. So these are very small, so that's why I went with those. I just didn't feel like running back down and grabbing this morning, so putting that in here now. And then again, the shimmers in that are not super shiny, so I put in Ritz. What is this? I Heart This, which is from their like taupe collection. And then I have Mighty Morphin, just Super Shock shadows. I have Mighty Morphin on my lids today. It's got a little bit of a pink reflect, so I put those in. For setting powder, I have a travel size of the Peach Perfect, which has been discontinued, so I used that under my eyes and my T-zone, and then used the Bye Bye Pore Powder on the rest of my face. For lips, I have two of these. My mom's friend left this one in the bag for me, and I have two of them. So this is 13 Love Pop. Looks like this. And then I have Milk's Plush Berry Tinted Lip Balm. I like these. Not everybody likes these. They're very herbally smelling, so they're not for everyone. I like them. I don't mind the smell. My great-grandparents used to have a health food store, so I don't mind this. Like, it makes me think of what the 70s would have smelled like, if that makes sense, but it's very herbally. I have the untinted one in my purse, and then I have Plushberry, and then a pinkier one. I got them in a holiday trio. Again, I do like them, but not everybody likes the smell. And then I have Dr. Lip. This one didn't have a lot of tint. This is in Sweet Potato. It was more of like a clear, and then I put a little bit of the pinkier shade. So that's everything that's in that bag. Again, it's all about ease, stuff that I can throw on quickly. Trying to be a little more effortless. And the nice thing with these, like bronzer and blush, is they're pigmented. So like today I didn't put any cream products down because I was trying to be really quick. The baby was taking a nap, and the two older ones were outside playing, so just wanted a little bit so I didn't look quite so tired. And then this one mostly has the brushes. For setting sprays, this came in a BoxyCharm or Ice Cream Beauty box. This is the Dear Midnight Set to Last. It has a smell. It's got a musky, like cologne smell to it. It's not my favorite smell, but it seems to be a good spray. I had it in my container of sprays, and it was small. So, Powder Puff. I grabbed this foundation brush. This is from Half Caked. It's the 110 complexion, just because I don't love. I used it today, but this is not my favorite. I like this more for cream bronzer, just because I like one that's a little more dense. So I grabbed this to put in here and then forgot. So I have the dual-ended eyelash curler. This is, I think, from the Beetlejuice Melt collection. It's just a regular, nothing special. Kiss lash glue. Again, this is the one with aloe. Not my favorite lash glue, but for these lighter lashes works fine. A mini mascara, the Better Than Sex. Again, it was a small one, so I grabbed that. Lash primer, went with Milani. It works really well for just everyday eyeshadow looks. For something that's a little more intense, I like my Gerard Clean Canvas because it's a tackier primer. Eyelash tweezers. I have an angled brush from Lavish. Came in a subscription box probably. This I've been liking for bronzer. This is from the Lorella set that I got recently. They're not my favorite brushes, but again, they get the job done. A little blending and a pencil brush, a little angled brush, or flat, not really angled, but flat brush. This is from Profusion. I've been liking this for powder bronzer. An e.l.f. This is my new angled blush brush. I don't like this as much as my old one, but again, it's fine for in the bathroom. Real Techniques. I've had this brush forever for highlight. And then there's a little powder brush if I need to like brush loose powder. I've been using this for powder all over my face also. And then a couple extra, this was in the Lorella set, and then a couple extra little eye brushes that I had, and that is it. Let me know what you would keep. The only thing I may add is I need to try out the Laura Geller Baked Powder Foundation, and then I do have like a buffing brush that I would use with that, but I haven't tried it out yet because that's the easiest. And then I would have to probably use a different primer because for powder foundations, I tend to like to use like the Rimmel Stay Matte, something that's a little more lotiony or silicone-y versus a sticky primer. But I have not used this yet, so that's the only reason it's not in here, because that's probably going to be the fastest way, because you just swirl, you put your concealer on first, swirl that on, and you're done. But again, I haven't tested it, so that is what I'm keeping upstairs. I may get tired of the 2 bags and go to my bigger soft like train case, just because I can put everything in one bag. But this has been fine. They fit on the counter. Again, this probably took me 10 minutes to slap on my face, and it just makes me look a little bit more awake. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Let me know what you guys would have in yours, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye everybody.